Hello, welcome to the weekly highlights program on Azərbaycan Television with the major developments of the week. I'm your host, İlham Məmmədov. Now first, let's take a brief look at some of the top stories of this week. President İlham Əliyev and First Lady Mehriban Əliyeva visited Zəngilan region. President İlham Əliyev, First Lady Mehriban Əliyeva and their daughter Leyla Əliyeva familiarized themselves with the conditions created in the new training building of the National Gymnastics Arena. On October 20th, President İlham Əliyev and First Lady Mehriban Əliyeva visited Zəngilan region.
The head of state and the First Lady got acquainted with the work carried out within the framework of the Smart Village project, which has been implemented in the village of Ağalı. Construction using innovative building materials of 200 fully isolated individual eco-friendly houses, 4 two-story non-residential buildings, a school for 360 pupils and a kindergarten for 60 children continues at a high pace. Modern urban planning standards will be applied here. It is planned to build pedestrian and bicycle lanes. In a word, the village will have all the conditions for residents who will return to their native lands. It should also be noted that work will be done here to organize and develop agriculture. President İlham Əliyev and First Lady Mehriban Əliyeva got acquainted with the construction of the Zəngilan International Airport. Construction of the airport with a 3,000-meter runway began in May of this year. Zəngilan Airport will be able to receive all types of aircrafts, including heavy cargo aircrafts. President İlham Əliyev and First Lady Mehriban Əliyeva got acquainted with the conditions created in the complex of the military unit of the State Border Service in Zəngilan region.
Muhterem Prezident, Cenab-ı Ali Başkomandan, her bir sabahşa hazırdır. Hizmet Reisi Cenab-ı Polkovnik Uliyev. Hoş geldiniz Cenab-ı Prezident. Hoş geldiniz Sayın Prezident.
The new military unit of the State Border Service, which protects the sections of the state border of the Republic of Azerbaijan with Iran and Armenia, passing through Zəngilan region, occupies an area of 15 hectares. This includes the command post building and the soldiers' barracks, working premises with the necessary conditions for the personnel to complete their service, a canteen and other buildings. Armored combat vehicles, small arms, grenade launchers, large caliber machine guns, anti-aircraft guns and other equipment that are in the official use of the military unit were presented to the head of state. The head of state and the First Lady also took part in the groundbreaking ceremony of the digital substation of Azərbaycan Open Joint Stock Company in Zəngilan region. Such substations collect, process all information about the state of the power grid, organize management of equipment in a digital format. Automation allows to reduce the influence of the human factor on the operation of the network, to improve reliability and minimize losses in the transmission of electricity. President İlham Əliyev and First Lady Mehriban Əliyeva attended the opening of Zəngilan 110 35 10 kV substation of AzərEnerji Open Joint Stock Company. Zəngilan substation will supply electricity primarily to military units located in Zəngilan region, border service facilities, various government agencies, road construction companies that are implementing a number of infrastructure projects. Then, President İlham Əliyev and First Lady Mehriban Əliyeva met with representatives of the public of Zəngilan region.
Hoş gelmişsiniz Zəngilan'a.
Stressing that the victorious Azerbaijani army liberated Zəngilan from the occupation a year ago, the head of state said that the heinous enemy destroyed all buildings here. Their goal was to make sure that we do not return here, but we did return. Noting that a new era of Zəngilan has begun and the master plan of the city is ready, President İlham Əliyev said that the master plan will be presented in the coming months. The residents of the region expressed their gratitude to the head of state for the liberation from the occupation of our lands, including Zəngilan.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received a delegation led by Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the State of Qatar, co-chair of the Qatar-Azerbaijan Intergovernmental Commission, Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani.
Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani extended Emir of the State of Qatar, His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani's greetings to the Azerbaijani President. The head of state thanked for the greetings and asked the Deputy Prime Minister to extend his greetings to the Emir of the State of Qatar. The sides held the development of bilateral ties between Azerbaijan and Qatar in various fields. They noted that the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of the State of Qatar, Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani's visit to Azerbaijan creates good opportunities for discussion of bilateral relations and regional issues. Underlining the importance of the meeting of Joint Intergovernmental Commission to be held in Baku, the sides also emphasized the necessity of expanding cooperation in economic and the trade spheres, as well as increasing the volume of mutual trade. A great potential for mutual investment as well as for investment in third countries was also pointed out. The sides also discussed prospects for tourism cooperation in the post-pandemic period.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received Minister of Labour and Social Security of the Republic of Turkey, Vedat Bilgin.
Vedat Bilgin extended Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's greetings to the head of state. President Ilham Aliyev thanked for Recep Tayyip Erdogan's greetings and asked the minister to extend his greetings to the Turkish president. Underlining the successful development of Azerbaijan-Turkey friendly and brotherly relations in all areas, the sides noted that the visit of the Turkish Minister of Labour and Social Security would contribute to the expansion of cooperation between the two countries' relevant agencies. Pointing out good cooperation in social work as in other fields, the importance of the exchange of experience in this area was hailed. The importance of discussing the regulation of the labor market, social protection of Azerbaijani citizens working in Turkey and Turkish citizens working in Azerbaijan was also noted at the meeting.
On October 19th, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received Minister of Foreign and European Affairs of the Slovak Republic, Ivan Korchuk.
The sides hailed the development of bilateral relations between Azerbaijan and Slovakia and pointed out the active political contacts. The importance of reciprocal visits was underlined in this regard. Slovak Minister of Foreign and European Affairs Ivan Korchuk noted that his country considers Azerbaijan as a country with good opportunities for economic cooperation, saying that the Slovak side attached great importance to President Ilham Aliyev's support for efforts to develop economic relations with Azerbaijan. The minister hailed the importance of improving the legal basis for expanding economic cooperation. Ivan Korchuk expressed the Slovak company's keenness to be closely involved in construction and renovation projects in the liberated territories of Azerbaijan. The minister noted that Slovakia is committed to the principles of territorial integrity and sovereignty of states, adding that on this basis his country supports the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan. The sides exchanged views on prospects for cooperation and bilateral relations between Azerbaijan and the European Union.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received European Union Special Representative for the South Caucasus and the Crisis in Georgia, Toivo Klar.
The prospects for the development of Azerbaijan-European Union cooperation was discussed. It was noted that the European Union attaches importance to the development of cooperation with Azerbaijan and that Azerbaijan is a reliable partner for the European Union. Pointing to the visit of President of the European Council Charles Michel to Azerbaijan this July, the sides noted that the meeting between President Ilham Aliyev and Charles Michel made an important contribution to the development of Azerbaijan-European Union relations. The European Union's readiness to contribute to strengthening stability and peace and creating an environment of trust in the region was emphasized at the meeting. The sides also exchanged views on the upcoming Eastern Partnership Summit.
President Ilham Aliyev received Minister of Foreign and European Affairs of the Republic of Croatia, Gordon Grlić-Radman.
Minister of Foreign and European Affairs of the Republic of Croatia, Gordon Grlić-Radman, extended greetings of Croatian leadership to the head of our state. President Ilham Aliyev thanked for the greetings and asked to convey his greetings to the Croatian leadership. During the meeting, Gordon Grlić-Radman said his visit to Azerbaijan was a good opportunity to exchange views on the prospects of bilateral relations, expressed satisfaction with the development of Azerbaijani-Croatian relations, noted the good potential for expanding economic cooperation, and exchanged views on cooperation in the fields of tourism, energy, including issues of renewable energy. The interest of Croatian companies in the construction and reconstruction works in the liberated territories of Azerbaijan was underlined. In the course of the meetings, the parties touched on the issues of Azerbaijan-European Union cooperation and stressed that Croatia always supported Azerbaijan in this issue.
On October 22nd, President İlham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva and their daughter Leyla Aliyeva familiarized themselves with the conditions created in the new training building of the National Gymnastics Arena.
Minister of Youth and Sports Farid Gaibov informed President İlham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva and their daughter Leyla Aliyeva about the conditions created in the new training building of the National Gymnastics Arena. It should be noted that President İlham Aliyev always pays special attention to the transformation of Azerbaijan into a reputable sports country, the creation of modern sports infrastructure in the Republic, the construction and commissioning of new sports facilities, the strengthening of the logistical base of the sphere and the development of all sports. The National Gymnastics Arena, which opened in Baku in 2014 with the participation of the Head of State and the First Lady, has created ample opportunities for the development of the sport and has played an important role in increasing the interest of young people in gymnastics. It should be emphasized that the great success of the Azerbaijan Gymnastic Federation became possible due to the fact that it is led by First Vice President Mehriban Aliyeva. So as a result of the activities of Mehriban Aliyeva, who has been the president of the Azerbaijan Gymnastic Federation since 2002, the development of the sport began in the country, and the Azerbaijani gymnasts started to achieve great success in international competitions. It was noted that the construction of a new training building for the National Gymnastics Arena was completed in September of last year. It hosts trainings in men's and women's artistic gymnastics, rhythmic gymnastics, trampoline gymnastics, in general, in 7 types of gymnastics. The building houses the offices of the trainer and the doctor, as well as recreation rooms for gymnasts, gym and choreographic halls. There is also a swimming pool. In the new building, 100 people can train at the same time. On the second floor of the building, there are 19 rooms with 60 beds for athletes. In short, all conditions have been created for organizing training camps, conducting trainings in various types of gymnastics, and organizing international competitions at a high level in the new training building of the National Gymnastics Arena. Next month, it is planned to host a World Championship in trampoline gymnastics. In general, a number of prestigious international competitions will be organized at the National Gymnastics Arena next year.
President İlham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva and their daughter Leyla Aliyeva also attended the opening of the DOS Center for Inclusive Development and Creativity in Baku.
Minister of Labour and Social Protection of Population Sahil Babayev informed President İlham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva and their daughter Leyla Aliyeva about the conditions created at the DOS Center for Inclusive Development and Creativity. In the state policy pursued under the leadership of President İlham Aliyev, special attention is always paid to the development of the social sphere and the solution of social issues of vulnerable groups of the population. Along with the projects carried out in this direction at the state level, the initiatives of the First Vice President of Azerbaijan, Mehriban Aliyeva, are of particular importance. In this context, the creation of the DOS Center for Inclusive Development and Creativity can also be noted. The main goal of the center, created on the initiative of Mehriban Aliyeva, is to assist in identifying and developing the creative potential, talents and other skills of persons with disabilities, including war-disabled, members of martyr families, as well as socially vulnerable segments of the population. The construction of the center was funded by Pasha Holding, and the architecture, design and organizational support were provided by Cobalt Architecture and Design. The center, in accordance with the principle of social partnership, was transferred to the subordination of the Minister of Labour and Social Protection of the Population. It is planned to conduct trainings on national and European cuisine for groups of 5 persons with disabilities over 15 years old, as well as culinary fairs and filming of culinary programs. In the recording studio of the center, it is planned to conduct classes on the development of vocal skills, recording audio CDs and solo albums, dubbing of videos, documentaries and feature films, and television performances. There is no age limit in the studio. It is planned to conduct classes in floristry and landscape design, which are one of the types of decorative and applied arts and design, making still lifes from artificial dried and fresh flowers, drawing up flower arrangements, design and installation of terrariums and reservoirs for plants in the studio of floristry and landscape design. It is possible to conduct classes at the same time for 8 people, that is 2 groups during the day. Classes can be attended by persons over 10-15 years old. The metal and wood carving studio will teach the art of artistic wood, metal, stone carving, one of the types of arts and crafts. The studio has already presented musical instruments made by wood carving, monuments of national culture, sculptural and figured compositions. In the studio, it is possible to simultaneously train 6 people aged 8 to 10 years old and older, 2 groups during the day. The studio of carpet weaving, sewing, knitting and embroidery will teach the basics of the Azerbaijani art of carpet weaving, which is the main type of decorative and applied art and the basic of its 7 important schools of carpet weaving. Here, they will teach the technique of knitting ornaments, the choice of colors, dyeing woolen threads, the most ancient and widespread form of artistic embroidery, piletikmə, the design and decoration of national and modern costumes with gold threads and beads. The studio can simultaneously train up to 7 people aged 6 to 8 years and older. During the day, 1 group from each direction will participate in the educational process. The music studio provides classes on Azerbaijani national musical art, playing instruments and vocals. The studio will simultaneously train 20 to 25 people aged 4 years and older who have the skills of playing, singing and musical knowledge. In the future, it is planned to create a vocal and instrumental ensemble of musicians with disabilities. The center also features a spacious courtyard for various outdoor events. There are conditions for physical exercises for rehabilitation, meditation, yoga and others, for organizing various exhibitions, trade and exhibition fairs, trainings in floristry and landscape design, as well as for filming inclusive television programs using it as a pavilion. The ceramic studio will teach the skills of pottery, including the manufacture and painting of ceramics and decorative items, painting with national patterns on porcelain and decorative items, and a decorative sculpture. The studio can simultaneously train up to 9 people aged 8 years and older. It is envisaged to conduct training on the art of painting using oil paints on canvas, watercolors, graffiti and ink on paper, stained glass paint on glass and watercolors on silk in the fine art studio. The studio will simultaneously train 5 people at the age of 10 years, 2 groups during the day. In the dance hall, it is planned to conduct joint dance trainings for persons with disabilities and professionals, and in the future it is envisaged to create a professional inclusive dance band. Also, it is planned to conduct trainings and master classes with local and foreign choreographers. The hall can simultaneously hold dance lessons for 30 people. The age of persons with disabilities participating in vocational dance training will be from 10 to 34 years old, and dancers engaged in developmental dancing will be from 15 to 35 years old. Other physiological rehabilitation trainings can be attended by persons over 5 years old. In the auditorium of the center, with a capacity of 121 seats, it is possible to present films and TV programs. On the stage, conditions have been created for conducting classes in modern plastics, musical genre, and emotional theatrical performances, various musical concert programs, and events of national importance. Free screenings of films for residents of social institutions are planned here. On the stage, it is possible to hold theatrical performances and concerts with the simultaneous participation of 25 to 30 people. President İlham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva, and their daughter Leyla Aliyeva were informed about the We Are Equal TV project and inclusive theaters organized by the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection of the Population. A library has also been set up in the center. There are books here related to the Azerbaijani national literature as well as to teaching various professions and arts in foreign languages. In order to develop artistic creativity of persons with visual impairments, the library provides for the creation of corners with books in the Braille alphabet, presentation of books for persons with disabilities, readings with the participation of famous writers, as well as autograph sessions of domestic and foreign authors. The Center for Inclusive Development and Creativity will employ 60 employees and 20 volunteers from the Könüllü Dost line. Residents of a multi-story building near the center greeted President İlham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva, and their daughter Leyla Aliyeva from the balconies of the apartments.
That was all for the week. Thank you for watching us and stay tuned not to miss the next edition of our program.